First look, the Timberline Lodge. Since we started this trek 2.5 days ago, this is honestly too much. Honestly too much in 2.5 days. I'm beyond exhausted. Beyond exhausted. Definitely one of the harder things I've done in my life. Alright, this is the official start to the 2020 mid-pandemic, mid-presidential election, mid-case of the plague in Tahoe, Timberline Trail hike. We're gonna attempt this trail about maybe 2.5 days, 2 nights, or at least that's all we have food for. So we'll see how it goes. Got a little bit of lunch here. Tortilla, packet of tuna, and some mayo and Chick-fil-A sauce. Bam! Carry this dog all the way across this river. And what does she do? I go back to grab the camera, and she runs across the thing, nearly drowns here, and then shakes herself off on this side and gets the camera all wet. Unbelievable. All right, just made it to camp. Set up our little tent situation here. All right, hold on. Ooh, water is definitely hot. All right, finally made camp. Got everything set up, got a small fire going, and gonna enjoy some chili mac freeze-dried foods. Also picked up some Westmount Willamette Valley Pinot Noir from the lovely folks at the Timberline Lodge. So this is it. Probably just gonna eat some dinner, drink some wine. Sun goes down in about 30 minutes. Get ready for bed. Start the day tomorrow. Oh, that was good. Hey, good morning. Just got up. It's a little past 8:30 here. We're gonna break down the tent here and have a little breakfast, have a little coffee, and get back on the trail. this. Go ahead, Luce. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. We're gonna cross that. Look at this shit. Come on, real quick. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. All right, trail report, day 2. Just sitting in the middle of the trail now. My left glute just literally locked up and wouldn't let me move. I've only felt that one other time when I ran my full marathon, about mile like 25. It locked up and I had to stop moving for a minute. So we did a pretty big hike today. We're only 9 miles in. We're shooting for 20 would be a stretch, 15 is a must. So we got about another 6 miles. It's just 3:55, so we have to push for 15. So it's not an easy hike, to be honest. Definitely something more feasible in a 4-day time span and not 3 days, especially for somebody who doesn't hike as much as I do. But Luce is holding up really good. No problems with her. She's also not carrying any of her own food or water supply, so she's not in too bad of shape. But we're gonna try to get some water coming up soon and keep pushing on before nightfall. Good morning, day 3. We made it to Cloud Gap Camp last night around 8 p.m. so just right after sunset, and it was honestly brutal. It was a brutal hike. We clocked in 17 miles in total. Looking to do about 13 or 14 today back to the Timberline Lodge, and it should be a good hike. So one other thing to note is that I didn't pack a third day's lunch. A friend of mine, Wilson Peters, who I'm probably gonna punch in the shoulder next time I see him, saying that he did it in 2.5 days. That was my timeline, and I packed enough for breakfast today, a good hearty breakfast, a little bit of snacks remaining, but definitely not enough to get me through the day, which is immensely important when you're hiking these trails. So there was a family staying at this campsite where I'm sitting right now, and I was so nervous to ask them for some food because I didn't want to seem like, you know, a bum or something like that. So I didn't ask them, and I was like, you know what, maybe I can make it without it. And then sure enough, like right before they left in the morning, she was walking around with hard-boiled eggs, and she gave some to the guy camping next to me, and then you know, came by me and she was like, do you want some hard-boiled eggs? And I was like, I've been trying to work up the courage to ask you if you had any spare snacks for a weary traveler. And sure enough, the guy that she just gave them to said that he packed way too much food. So he gave me Snickers, a bar, some peanut butter, and most importantly, which we're doing for breakfast today, yeah, nothing like ramen. Little hot cup of joe to start your day. Oh, that's good. We're on our way to Mordor. Drop off the ring, kill Sauron. Should just be another 100 miles this way or so. Not too bad. Last river crossing, about a mile and a half out from the lodge. I think the trail goes somewhere over here. It's supposed to be really, really sandy. Right, Luce? Hi, 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 hi. Oh, yes, 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 yes.